I'm Ashley. I'm an expert planner and an expert gardener, and I'm here to show you how I grow 5 different ways all year long. Let's get started. One of the ways that I grow all year long and am successful at it is that I understand that everything starts with a plan. You cannot begin anything without a plan. I had to go back to the beginning of every foundation, and it was to begin with a plan. Before you begin planning, there are some questions that you must ask yourself, all right? How much does it cost to feed my family for 1 year? Put everything that we're discussing here in this book, all right? Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And also, make sure you go to my profile and you'll be able to click the link and you'll be able to order this exact copy today. So there are some questions that I asked myself, all right? One of the first things that I asked myself is, okay, what is my zone? All right. So currently, right, and the reason that we ask what is our zone is because for a lot of new gardeners, we don't understand where we are geographically, right? And that just happens to help you with projections, all right? So even though God gives us the knowledge and the wisdom of the winds, we still have to have knowledge of history, all right? So I asked myself, what is my zone, all right? What supplies do I have? What date will I begin? All of these things that I'm asking myself are things that I go to the Lord and I ask him about, all right? Who am I growing for, all right? Where will I grow each plant? And many other things that I ask, okay? They're all in this book. Now, the next thing that I do is I take inventory of the current seeds that I have. If you're a beginning gardener, all right, what I want you to do is, like I did, I asked myself, what are the things that I like to grow? All right, and what are those things that, as I research, that are easy to grow? Okay. And then I ask some questions like, what are the distance between each plant that I need? And then one of the most important things, all right, a part of understanding your inventory is how much will each plant yield? All right, and so that's just some nuggets that you'll find in here, among many other things. What are the 3 things that a seed needs in order to germinate? And what are the 3 things that a plant needs in order to grow? Once you understand those things, you'll be a successful gardener, you'll be a successful farmer. Now, the next thing, all right, is what month are we going to begin? All right, so in this book, this is a 12-month calendar, all right? You'll be able to grow for 12 months with this book. Here, you see, I started in March, okay, of 2025. And here we have our months written out. We have our plants that we currently have. And then now we're going to go into some ideas. This is my favorite part, right? So when I'm landscaping or when I'm developing a plan, okay, the first thing that I look at is my landscape, okay? And as I'm looking at my landscape, I began to get ideas, all right? Whether I wanted to start out in containers, whether I wanted to start out with raised beds or etc., right? I build a plan, okay? And my first plan for March of 2025 looked like so. Easy. This is what was tailored to me. All of these abbreviations are things that I know. Like here are potatoes, this is spinach, etc. All right, so just to recap, every garden must have a plan in order to grow for 1 year and be successful at it. And you do that by writing it down, all right? So that way, when it's time for you to actually get started, you're able to go back and run and read it. That's Habakkuk 2:2, by the way. All right. And so next, you got to understand budgeting. How much does it cost to feed your family for 1 year? All right. And then you start asking yourself, do you have enough supplies? Do you have the space to do this? What do you need? Just start asking questions. All right. And then from there, you start understanding what are the 3 things that a seed needs in order to germinate? What are the 3 things that a plant needs in order to grow? And you do that individually for each plant. Then you start to look at your landscape. Will I have enough space to do everything that I want to do? All right. We have to be realistic. Okay. And then from there, you start writing down the months. Okay. And then from there, you start writing down, you check your inventory, see what you have, what you need. And then lastly, you actually formulate a written diagram, all right, of something of your space. This book will help you, it will guide you, it will lead you into success. Why? because this is how I'm able to feed my family for 1 year. And I want you to do the same. You can do it. You can be successful. Get started today. I started these in September. Nevertheless, it's not too late for you. Let's go. Oh, and you can go to the link in my description and it'll take you right here to this book. Let's go.